So here's my car. It's at my friend's garage now. He's going to fix it for me. As you can see, they've smashed out my window. Glass everywhere. So I had to go to the police station. They wouldn't, although I had the keys in my possession, they wouldn't tell me where the car was. I had to get someone with a driving licence and insurance to drive it out of the police station. I don't know whether I was obliged to do that, but considering I had the recovery guys with me anyway, they kind of gave all the details over. So for everyone that thought my car was going to get pounded or impounded for not being registered, here is evidence that you are not obliged to register your car to the DVLA. They couldn't seize it under any act for the pure fact that it's not registered. Hey guys, so I thought I'd read out the affidavit to you that I wrote when I was in the police cells. This is the statement that I've given basically. I've never wrote an affidavit before. I'm not legally trained. This is all based on kind of what I've learned in the past few months. So any feedback, much appreciated. If I've said like something that I really shouldn't have said, let me know and what I can do about it. So here it is. I, Hannah Rose Shotbolt, a free woman on the land, honestly and sincerely, without ill will, vexation or frivolity, do solemnly swear the following statement to be truthful and accurate to the best of my knowledge and ability. I write this affidavit of truth in good faith and without prejudice. On the night of the 16th of the 6th, 2014, I was with two friends in Tuesday. At around midnight, we parked up along a quiet road to sit and talk. I, Hannah Rose, a flesh and blood natural creation of God, do smoke cannabis daily. So what? As my friend and I sat in my privately owned conveyance, a marked police car pulled up beside me. There was one male officer and one female officer. The male opened his car window and asked us if we had seen anyone dangerous driving. We replied that we hadn't. At this, the officers appeared to drive off. However, after about 150 feet, the police car turned around and pulled up next to us again. I immediately activated my fee schedule and began recording the events on my iPhone. I claimed to be a free woman on the land and that I did not wish to contract with the officers, who I understood to be offering me a transaction of a security interest. I asked both officers to provide identification, to which they replied that they didn't have to do. The female officer allowed her ID number to be recorded on video, however the male officer refused to identify himself to me. I also asked both officers to provide proof of oath of office, which both failed to provide. I refused entry to my automobile to said police officers, as they would not provide me with any evidence of their lawful right to conduct a search. The male officer consequently smashed my car window for peacefully resisting his demands. I understand I am not obliged to allow access to my private property. I was informed by the officers that they were acting under the authority of a statute, namely the Misuse of Drugs Act 1971. I informed officers again that I am in fact a free woman on the land, and I have in fact withdrawn consent to be represented and thus governed by the UK government. I attempted to serve a notice of understanding and intent and claim of right initially to officers, as I understand they have a legal duty to read it, as it is a notarised document. Notice to principal is notice to agent, and notice to agent is notice to principal applies. They refused and even laughed at my attempts to peacefully discuss the matter with them. 4 to 5 more unidentified officers turned up, and my guest and I were forced out of the car under duress and threat of violence, as the officers were increasingly threatening and aggressive. I made clear to officers that I understood no crime had been committed. We were not pulled over and they had not witnessed us breach the peace. I made clear to all arresting officers that I am not Miss Hannah Rose Shotbolt, which I understand to be a legal fiction, artificial person, legal entity. I have not given surety joinder to this account and claim executive, administrator and beneficiary. I further claim that no officer witnessed me breach the peace, and therefore my arrest is unlawful. The male is in breach of the codes of practice A3.8b by refusing to identify himself to me, A3.ac no lawful power to search, A1.11 stop and search without unlawful discrimination. I further claim that at no point have I provided any legal identification, and I am standing under common law. I do not give permission for my legal name to be used as personal identification. I am not a legal fiction, artificial person, sole corporation. I am Hannah Rose, a flesh and blood child of God and a living witness to your crimes, pre-crimes, via your intent to deceive through fraud. I further claim that all officers of Cheltenham Police Station that were in contact with me with regards to this matter are guilty and liable to prosecution under common law for all or some of the following offences: trespass, criminal damage, breach of the peace, kidnapping, fraud, gross negligence, perjury, theft and assault. I have informed said officers that I will be serving a complaint in affidavit form by way of service upon Suzette Davenport for all damages against me caused by my transgressors, due to total incompetence by said police officers and no due process of law by the sergeant, who refused to read my notarised claim of right, which is in fact her lawful duty. While in custody, I made a complaint to the inspector with regards to my unlawful arrest by said police officers. This affidavit is written in honour and good faith by Hannah Rose of the family Shotbolt. So that's what I said in my interview. Let me know what you think.
Hey, so I'm less freaking out now. All danced out. Come to my dad's house. He's fucked off to Alton Towers though with his girlfriend. So I'm here with my brother at the moment. I'm thinking about the court tomorrow. I think the plan at the moment is, because I'm due to go in there at about 9 o'clock, people that wanted to come down, I think we're going to meet outside at about maybe between 8:30 and 9, between 8 and 9, them kind of times. I'll probably get there for about 8:30. Don't even know what I'm going to wear yet. I've done my nails, but I don't know what I'm going to wear. Don't know really what I'm going to say either. I think I'm just going to go with the flow. I'm just going to do, like I've been doing all of it, I'm just going to do it from my heart. I think I've got enough of an understanding of the fraud to know what to say. I know I'm not the person. I know how to not accept to be the person. I'm going to try really hard not to get emotional in there, although it obviously is something that is, as everyone can see, is getting me very emotional. With regards to the other videos that I've done the past few days and the feedback that I've been getting and the, we'll call it constructive criticism for now, because I did take it on board. I have listened to what people have said. I would appreciate it if people would stop going on about it now, considering I did a public apology. I've learnt my lesson. My mouth got a bit carried away with itself. I am famous for having an answer to everything. It's literally my mouth that's got me so well known. So you have to kind of appreciate that I am outspoken, I am controversial, I am going to say things that a lot of people are scared to say, but I'm not going to say them because I have no prejudice towards them. I'm not saying them for any bad reason. I'm saying them because it needs to be said. It's something that we all need to kind of come to a realisation that this system we're based in and we live in is based on lies. It's not based on truth. And if we want to kind of recreate a system that is in alignment with truth, we have to start questioning what's true and what's not. So I'm going to be questioning all belief systems. I'm going to be questioning every absolute authority that we have kind of enforced on us at the moment is what I'm going to be questioning. So that's down to religion, down to politics, down to education, healthcare, food, everything that they're using to control us at the moment. I'm questioning it. So up to the chemtrails in the sky, the GMOs in the food, the fluoride in the water, the chemicals in the vaccines and things like that. It's all being questioned, do you know what I mean? And people are saying I should focus on that. But I'm focusing on all of it. Do you know what I mean? It is a global thing that I'm looking at. I'm not coming at it from any one perspective. I haven't heard anybody speaking about it from the perspective that I'm coming from, which is total open-mindedness. I am ready to accept whatever truth I find. I'm also responsible enough to apologise when I fuck up, because I do fuck up. Do you know what I mean? I'm famous for that as well, because I will step outside the box, I will take risks, and I will follow my heart on things. Sometimes my impulsivity gets in the way, and other times it serves me well. Either way, whatever happens, I'm not afraid to make mistakes as long as I learn from them. I'm not afraid to take constructive criticism as long as it is constructive and it's not just abuse. Do you know what I mean? Because a lot of the feedback that I've been getting from people has just been abuse, and I'm not going to tolerate that. And you can say that I'm blocking you for questioning me, but you're not questioning me, you're abusing me, and I'm not going to have it because I don't know you. You're in no position to do it. So I think that's fair enough, because I haven't set out to abuse anybody. So I don't think it's fair that I should be expected to tolerate it from strangers. That being said, I am really happy with the support that I'm getting from people. The fact that people are aware of the real reason that I'm doing this, which is about freedom and about truth. It is not about personal gain. I'm not getting anything out of this. I get no donations. I get no money for doing this. I'm actually putting my freedom on the line to question this stuff. So I'd appreciate it if you people sat on your arse not doing anything to fight for freedom. Don't put your 2 pence in worth unless it's actually going to be constructive. Apart from that, I think that's everything I've got to say for now. I'm not going to smoke any weed today. I'm not going to smoke any weed before court tomorrow, so that I've got a clear head. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Afterwards though, I am planning on getting really, really drunk. So if anybody's up for joining us, it should be a really nice day. Hopefully the weather's going to be nice. We'll go up into the town afterwards, because I know I'll walk out tomorrow. It's only a plea tomorrow, it's not the trial or anything. I'm not entering a plea. So it will be fun, it will be good fun. It will be an experience, if anything. I'm hoping to gain some experience from just being there and finding out what it's like. I'm not going to bite to anything they do and say, but this is me we're talking about, so the chances are I might do. And because I'm responsible, I will accept responsibility if I step out of line. Do you know what I mean? But somebody has to stand up to these people. And I think at the same time that my anger and passion are perhaps being confused as well. There is a difference between those, and I mean I admit I have got angry, but I think anger is a justifiable response for what I'm up against at the moment. I don't think if I had the response that I do have and the level of anger that I can reach, I don't think I would be strong enough to do what it is I'm doing. I don't think I would be able to do this if I wasn't as strong as I am, and I think a lot of people are perceiving my strength as anger, and it's not. If I wasn't so strong, I wouldn't be able to do it. So you just have to let me cope with this in whatever way I'm coping and whatever way I'm doing it. And if I do fuck up, I will apologise, because that's just the sort of person I am, and I will take responsibility. And that's why hopefully I am going to be able to keep doing this and to achieve it and finish what it is I've set out to do. Because it doesn't matter if we make mistakes, because I'm almost making the path now, so that no one's really walked this one in front of me. There are people that have, but no one really that's my age, no one that's really in my country, and no one that's really done it as publicly as I have. I have documented this from the very beginning, from before I even sent out the documents. So maybe at some point afterwards we'll be able to put all the videos together and make a real story of how this is built and how this is kind of panned out, which would be fun, I think, just to see the entire journey of it. So yeah, any feedback so far, I do appreciate it. Just try and keep the abuse to a minimum if you can, just because I mean, it's not pissing me off anymore, which is good. I mean, the experience that I had the other day with the whole Muslim thing, that, if anything, made me stronger to the haters. Because now you don't affect me now, which I'm happy about and I'm proud of. Because before, even the small comments used to get to me. Whereas now I just think, I don't know you, I don't care what you think. Do you know what I mean? Your perception is your responsibility, and I'm not going to take responsibility for how you perceive it, because it's a reflection of your consciousness. Just like I had to accept that all the negative things I said that day were a reflection of my consciousness, and I have to accept that, and I have accepted that. So if I can do it, you lot can do it too. Peace out.
We're either that or we've got a long list. So you either go into the dock or we put the matter back and you just work for longer.
I'm not prepared to go in the dock. I'm prepared to.
That's okay, that's okay.
Or I'm prepared to
Okay.
Sorry.
No,
I'm not here to cause trouble.
no, what will happen is if you're not prepared to engage, then we'll be issued for your arrest. If you'd like to wait outside,
I'm here to sort
no,
this matter
come
out.
into the dock, please.
But I can't go into the dock because I haven't committed a crime.
Right,
That's
okay.
going against my religion.
So, we've got a case back, and we've got you calling the case back. Going into the dock doesn't mean you've committed a fine, an offence.
No.
You don't have to.
Sorry?
Are you recording this?
Yeah, of course. It's
Sorry.
going on YouTube.
Give me the phone, please.
This is a public place. Excuse me.
No, no, sir. Give me the phone. I'll have it confiscated. I'll get the police in.
Why? I am, yeah.
Stand up, please, sir.
Why?
Stand up. Because you've been told by the magistrate to stand up. I would do so.
Is this not a public place?
Sir, I would do so. Yeah, but it's illegal to...
No, no, it's not.
It's illegal to phone...
Who says it's illegal?
By
Sorry.
the Court Act of 2003, sir. Now,
It's an act.
Give me the phone. Will you give me the phone, please?
No.
Sir?
It's an act. I'm allowed to film this.
No, you're not.
I'm in a public
You're not.
place.
Okay.
Excuse me.
All right, sir.
You cannot take
You've been
me.
ejected. You can, please.
Sorry?
Speak outside, so we're going into the proceedings, then you come back in.
Oh, you can speak outside.
Speak to you, no problem.
Not a problem.
Discuss it. Is that right, sir?
I'm filming this. It's a public place. Just to let you know.
Obviously, if the court say it's a
But this is a public place.
they're just asking for no photography.
Sorry, is it not a public place?
That courtroom
Yeah, but is it
is
not a public
under the
place?
jurisdiction of that judge. So I'll go by his rules.
But he's here to make money. I'm here as a free man, supporting Anna Rose.
Well, it does say no photography. You can't read, sir. There's no photography, mobile phones, or recording.
I didn't say I can't read.
It does. You photograph, that's all I'm explaining to you,
Thank you.
sir.
Okay, not a problem.
Thank you very
So
much.
if you
Hey, we're outside the court now. One of the three men that came down to support me has just been unlawfully arrested for recording the matter being heard in the courtroom. He's been taken down into the cells underneath the court against his will. He hasn't given them a name. He's refused to give them a name. They want to strip search him against his consent, which is what happened to me as well when I was in the police station. Can I ask everyone to ring this phone number and demand this free man gets released? 01452 420 100. We don't have a name for him because he hasn't given a name. So demand that the free man linked with Hannah gets released immediately because they have just aided and abetted this guy into fraud, which is a capital crime. Please help us, guys, okay? Ring this number, get him out. Thank you.
Hey, so I had a reply from the Jersey State, who I sent a copy of my notice of rescission and deregistration. So, because obviously my car's from Jersey, so I've kind of just had to inform them that the car's over here.